This smartwatch is going to be my favorite Apple Watch Ultra 2 replica, which comes with Android and cellular connectivity, and in this video I'm going to show you why. So hey guys, iMAT here. Today we have the DW100 smartwatch. It's an Android plus cellular watch copying the style of the Apple Watch Ultra 2. In this video we're going to explore everything in this smartwatch, but before we start the video, make sure to hit the subscribe button to help me reach 50,000 subscribers. So first of all, the smartwatch uses a plastic frame and it comes in 49mm size, and the Apple Watch Ultra 2 case perfectly fits it. All of the buttons are usable even after using the case, and you can even use the camera on the smartwatch even with the case on it. Not just that, it also works perfectly with the Apple Watch Ultra straps. The strap locks are also functional and the straps won't come out until you press the button and then push the straps out. Here's how the smartwatch looks on the wrist. What do you think about it? Let me know in the comments. On the body we also get a camera, and on this button we also get this SIM card tray. We will talk about both of these things later in the video. On the top it uses an AMOLED display. The colors and everything is looking quite good. Even the smoothness of the display is really good. You can see that the transitions and the animations are also working quite well on it, and overall I'm quite satisfied with the display. If you use the torch application, then here is a look at the bezel size. The bezel seems to be even from all of the sides. And for the first time I'm seeing something new. A lot of you used to complain that by using a SIM card here, the smartwatches sacrifice the action button, which is really important to most of you. So finally we have something new here. It is a button, but you can also get it out, and it's a SIM card tray here. And if you talk about the SIM card, then it supports networks in Europe and Asia only and does not work in America. After inserting the SIM card, you might need to reboot the smartwatch. After the smartwatch turns back on, it would have detected the network. And as you can see here, it supports 4G network connectivity, and after inserting the SIM card you can use 4G network on it. After inserting the SIM card you can call any number directly from the smartwatch, and you can also receive text messages directly on it. Here's how the notification center looks like, and here is how a new notification is shown. If you talk about the connectivity options, first of all, as I showed you earlier, it has mobile data option and you can use 4G on it by using your SIM card. Other than that, it also supports Wi-Fi connectivity, and the Wi-Fi connectivity is quite good, and as far as I've checked, it is working absolutely fine for me. I've downloaded a lot of applications using Wi-Fi, and other than that, if you scroll down, it also has hotspot and tethering option, and you can also share your smartwatch connection with other devices. And if you scroll down, we also get Bluetooth here, using which you can share data with other Android devices, and not just that, you can also connect with your wireless earphones and listen to the songs or watch videos directly using your earbuds. After that, the smartwatch runs Android version 8.1. I've also installed the CPU-Z application, and it confirms that the smartwatch runs Android version 8.1, and it also confirms that the smartwatch has 3GB of RAM and 32GB of storage capacity. It is showing 24.50GB as the rest of the 8GB is taken by the system. Taking advantage of Android version 8.1, you can install a lot of applications inside it. As far as I've checked, it is supporting almost all of the mainly used applications, and you can also see here that I've installed all of the latest applications like TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube and Google Chrome. And with 3GB of RAM, it also has a quite good speed. As you can see that it was quite quick to open YouTube, and here you can see that it has loaded everything really quickly. Here's one of my video. Let's go ahead and play it. As you can see here, in 3 to 4 seconds it has started to play the video. So let me remind you of something you need to do whenever you watch my videos. Hit the thumbs up button. Make sure you have subscribed and have the notifications turned on, and also comment down below with your opinion on the video. So it also comes with built-in GPS inside it, and you can also use Google Maps on it. And as you can see here that it has perfectly detected my location, and the navigation also works quite well in it, and just like this you can follow any route directly on your wrist. Talking about the multimedia applications, it comes with camera inside it. It's a 190-degree rotatable camera, and you can rotate it anywhere like this. The overall result is quite good. As you can see here that I have a microphone and a light at the back, but it is not adding extra exposure to my face and detecting everything quite well. It might not be as good as it looks like, and the quality is looking quite good, maybe because it's currently on a quite small display. So I transferred the file to my smartphone, which showed that the file size was 147 kilobytes with 480 x 576 resolution, and the camera is shown as 0.3 megapixels. So the camera is not as good as it is advertised. Let's try out the speaker and the microphone. So hi there, currently we are testing the microphone and the speaker. So the speaker as well as the microphone looked quite good and it was clear. Other than that, we also get the music player here. You can add many music files inside it. You can also connect it to your PC and transfer the files. We get sound recorder here. You can record files directly on it. You can take a look at all of the pictures in the albums application. Using the camera option, we also get the face unlock here. So I've set up my face. Let's try it out. So yeah, it is working and it's a quite good option. It also has a separate video player here. No, this video does not belong to me. It was already in the smartwatch. Come on guys, I'm a married guy. I do not keep these kind of videos. Another thing that I really like is that using the files application, you can take a look at all of your files just like any other Android device. Now let's talk a bit about the system. If you take a look at the home screen navigation, from the left corner we get the notifications, from the right corner we get the control center. If you swipe upwards you will get the widgets page here and you can also access the menu from here. We also get the vertical cellular menu style inside it just like the latest watchOS, and the icons are a bit similar to watchOS. After that, whichever screen you are on, if you swipe from bottom to top, you will access the app history and you can also access it by double clicking the side key, and if you press and hold both of the keys simultaneously, it's going to take a screenshot. Talking about the watch faces, it comes with a lot of watch faces inside it, and not just that, you can also scroll all the way to the right and access the dial market, and it has many watch face options available here and all of them are totally free. You can also tap here to select your favorite category and you can also go to custom. So these watch faces can be customized with your own picture from the gallery. For example, as you can see here, this one has the edit option. You can go to choose picture and choose any picture from the gallery as a watch face and then tap on save, and then that picture will be applied as the wallpaper. Then the normal screen time is a maximum of 30 minutes and the display can stay on the watch face for 30 minutes. And the second amazing thing is that if you go to display again, we have the screen off display option here. It does come with the always on display option and has 3 always on display styles, although it is quite dim. And the screen off dial can stay on until the battery runs out. Talking about the gestures, we have the raise to wake option to wake up the display, and then we get the palm gesture to turn off the display. The smartwatch comes with heart rate and the blood oxygen level checker, and these are probably the only applications I would trust in a smartwatch. So let's do the oximeter test. I'm going to start it on the oximeter. Unfortunately, the smartwatch is not able to detect my wrist. It might be because that the sensors are weak. So I'm going to use it on the other side of the wrist, and let's use the oximeter on this finger. So both of the devices are showing quite similar values. As the value is going down on the oximeter, it is also going down on the smartwatch. It is quite impressive to see, and according to that, the smartwatch has passed the oximeter test, and it means that it has real heart rate sensors, but unfortunately it is not too strong, because of which it is not working on the other side of my wrist. Guys, if you have a serious condition, I would never recommend you to use these smartwatches and never ever rely on them. I would always recommend you to go with the real health gadgets like an oximeter or a blood pressure checker. The smartwatch also comes with pedometer and keeps a track of your steps, and it also has a lot of sport modes inside it. First of all, you will have to set up your profile, and after that you can access all of the sport modes. So I'm gonna be going with the walk mode. So it's going to start it after running a 3 seconds timer. So before starting the test, my iPhone is showing 900 steps for the day. So the workout lasted 5 minutes and it has recorded 170 steps, as you can see here. So here is my iPhone. If we check it, recording 159 steps, which is truly amazing, and it is quite close, and it tells us that the pedometer is working fine. Now if you take a look at the rest of the applications, we get timer inside it. Let's set it. And when the timer ends, it starts to ring. Then we have the calculator here. You get the basic functionalities like multiplication, division, subtraction and addition. Let's see if the percentage option works fine. I'm going to find 15% of 275. And it has shown correct value. Now I'm going to add 20% of 41.25 in the original value. Let's see if it shows correct value. Yes, it does. So it has a fully working calculator, and it also comes with the option of scientific calculator. And since it's an Android watch, so that's not an issue. You can access the Play Store and download any top-notch calculator application from it. We get this stopwatch here. It also gets a UI similar to watchOS. You can start from here and add as many laps as you want, and you can also take a look at all of them while the stopwatch is running. And the best thing about it is that it also supports background running, and the stopwatch won't stop even if you go back. You can also add alarms directly in it. I'm going to set an alarm for 6:45. After setting the alarm, you can also select the days if you want to repeat it, and you can also set the label. Here's how the alarm is shown. It rings as well as vibrates, and also gets the snooze and the stop option, and the vibration intensity and the sound is good enough to wake you up. Here is the calendar application, and you can also access the calendar for the upcoming and the previous months. You can save your favorite contacts here. You can tap on import if you want to import from Bluetooth, from your SIM card, or using a VCF file, and you can also attach your Google account with it. Here we have the NFC option. It supports non-encrypted ID cards with an input frequency of 13.56 MHz. And as far as I have checked, the smartwatch can also be used as an NFC tag. It also gets the noise application, and as far as I have checked, it is working quite well. And you will notice that as soon as I stop speaking, the value goes down, and when I start speaking again, it goes high. It might not be accurate, but it does work. And it also comes with this screen recording application. We get the sleep tracker here, keeps a track of your sleep data. And these are all of the applications in this smartwatch. In the end, it is advertised to come with a battery capacity of 800 mAh. It can be charged using the 4-pin charger provided in the box, which can also be used to connect it with PC. I've been working on this video for about an hour, in which it has gone down from 92% to 67%, losing 25% of the battery. During this time, Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, 4G, everything was turned on. Even the location services were turned on. In this time, I continuously interacted with the smartwatch to complete this video, and according to that, the battery is quite good, and it can easily give you 4 to 5 hours of continuous usage time. And with normal usage, in my opinion, it has the ability to give you a day of battery life, since as far as I have checked, the standby time is just amazing. And this will be all from the DW100 smartwatch. So guys, what do you think about it? In my opinion, it's a quite good watch. It fits the Apple Watch accessories, it has a camera, SIM card, and a very good battery life also. To place an order, you can find the link in the description box, and I would really appreciate if you can use that link to purchase the smartwatch. If this video helped you out, make sure to hit the subscribe button to help me reach 50,000 subscribers. I will catch you in the next one. Until next time, this is iMAT. Peace.